Hello everyone, Tanak here. Welcome to episode 107 of Building My Industrial Empire in EVE Online. So let's start with the progress report. As you can see, my net worth plus that of the corporation is now at 306 billion ISK. What happened? Let's see. Value here. Let's see on the little tracker here. There's a huge spike, and we'll check it out here on the other thing. Same spike as you can see. Where did that money come from? It's toy company that got a big spike. Is it really happening? Actually, I think it's a glitch. Let's be clear. I expected a significant spike, but not by that much, and I think we have identified what was happening. A while ago, when Dreadbomb decided to split between Sigma Grindset and Dreadbomb that went to do their other thing, we purchased the last of the structure they had in our space. And 3 of those structures were Athenor pulling R64 Moon on a 2-month pull cycle. So that are significant large chunk of R64 Moon goo that arrived in the Corp delivery hangar this week. But most of it went to our player. The way we work in WOMP for the moon pool is that all moon pool are FFA for member, including R64, but with a 20% tax to pay for corp stuff, SOV, and corp growth, fuel. Basically, that's the way. So we have like a flat 20% tax on moon mineral, but all the moon mining is FFA. And we do operate on a cycle where we always have a pull here. But when we bought the station, they had 2-month pull that were coming in this week, and we didn't mine all of that. So we expected probably a spike of like 10 bill, maybe the 5 to 10 bill something when the tax came in, but they haven't been refined yet, so they're still in loporite form, and loporite is way overvalued compared to its real value, because there's no volume. If you go on Eve Marketer, you'll see that the loporite is like there's like a very little volume, and I think the sell value is like super high, so it's just inflating the price. So I expected a spike of like maybe 10 bill, not something like this. So this is just an anomaly, but I decided to to show it to you, because I think that it does make illustrate the difficulty of tracking value for a corporation our size. Even for an individual player, the asset value is how do you calculate your net worth in EVE? It's not ideal. Like, part of my net worth here is skill points, and so all in all, difficult. But anyway, I wanted to show it to you. So it is a little bit of an anomaly. Tanak, myself, I didn't lose anything this week because I almost didn't play. I was playing other game and doing family stuff during the Christmas vacation. I was trying. I was personally a little let's say burnt out with EVE, but just a little kind of lacking stuff to do in game, lacking goal a little bit. So I did take some time off. Now I'm back, but I did take like most of the week off. I should have gotten overall like a plus 300 mil. I dropped a little bit. That's probably value of asset, because I didn't lose thing. I didn't lose a ship. I did about 200 mil of ratting, and I did get some skill points, so should have gone a little up. So anyway, that's pretty much it for the financial. That's don't have much more than that to show you. So next week, expect a significant drop as this mineral get refined. And we were looking at, okay, can we sell it in low-perite form to keep that value? But there's no volume in that, and so it's really better to actually get like right now they're all in their delivery hangar and stuff like that, because people the tax that we charge on Moon is a percentage of mineral, so Corp is making mineral out of it. After that we have to refine it. So anyway, we'll see where it end up next week. So that was for the financial. Now let's go on the HR. You can see that we are at 402 member, so that is a plus 10 compared to last week. We did get some active recruitment this week. We are still growing. We have like people like you see right now, 41 people online. We do have people online all the time. If you go active into PvP, we're still like more or less around the same number, but it is like people are more on and off. There wasn't like that many big fleet this week, so I think that we are still growing a little. We're still growing slowly but surely. So all in all, that's positive on the HR side. Still in our own constellation in catch. Politics, not much change this week. Business as usual. Again, during the Christmas vacation, you don't have that much stuff happening. People are just like doing their own little thing and chilling in pocket and stuff like that. Even personally, I didn't play. I only played today and like for the past 3 hours maybe. And I scored 2 kills because I was there. And these are just people like flying. When you see that they are in our constellation, it's because we got these guys flying in the pocket, and we're just hunting them down because we want to keep our industrialists safe. So like somebody that's coming into the one pocket will get actively, like you can see our intel channel here. We see these guys coming in, and we're uncommon. We're going to chase people coming in our pocket, obviously, to keep our people safe. War, I do have some. This is this one I wanted to show to you. I didn't go on it, but the Wrecking Crew organized a Christmas meme roam fleet where they just basically whelp a bunch of Marauder and some other big ship just for fun. And one participated, and we did send people to their death with the blingy ship just for the lols. We ended up in goon space, and well, didn't turn out very well for us, but hey, that's kind of expected. They knew they were going to lose the ship before it happened. And aside from that, there was a nice little fight yesterday in Fetabolis, which was a goon against Fireco and Test, and we were there on the goon site to help. So yeah, our guys pretty much went there in war on Goon's fleet. So again, this one was interesting. I wasn't there personally either. But we'll see. Aside from that, on the industry part, not much against. Well, not much. We did get to mine 3 6 months of R64 moon pool last week, so it was pretty good on the industrial side. We do need to see. I'll see if it does impact on the amount of reaction that people do, because when we do refine the mineral after that, we offer it in pocket to our member first, if they want it. If they want to try to do refinery, we could organize refining, reaction in Corp, but the reaction material is a lot bigger than moon mineral, than moon goo, that refined moon goo. So technically, we'll go the lazy route and just refine and take it to Jita and sell it. So we'll see what we do with that if the member buy it to actually do reaction in pocket. We have a pretty extensive setup for T2, T3 ships in our industrial setup. So that should eventually get turned into ship at some point and sold back. That's it for the industrial part. So that pretty much covered everything. Again, personally, I wasn't playing much. I was in a weird situation where the day-to-day, I have no problem staying motivated with the game when there's some big thing happening, some politics stuff and like some war and stuff like that. Typically, like if Womp is in trouble or if I'm losing stuff, I tend to play more. I kind of got the reverse psychology where people say, okay, if you're getting harassed, that's gonna keep the people from logging in. I kind of have the different mentality where what is keeping what I mean I'm not somebody that mentally is wired to quit on a low note. So I don't want to I don't accept defeat easily. So that's the way I see it. So what I will do is I will end up typically if we have a war, I'd have no trouble logging in and staying motivated. But when you get like a few months like this where it's pretty much not that much happening, then boredom kind of get to me, and I'm very a goal driven person, so I need to have a goal to keep logging in and to do stuff. So I need to see what I need to check what I will do for next year. I do want to. I enjoy the group, enjoy what we have here. If I'm flying with my friends all the time, we got a very good ambiance and everything. What's getting to me is the day-to-day grind, like the fucking nano shit, hunting one lone idiot in a nano ship, jumping from star to star in a system, or like this is the gate game and stuff like that. This is getting old like really fast, and that kind of. I don't like, I don't feel like chasing fucking VNI around or whatever. Anyway, so I need to give myself like bigger goal to stay motivated with the game. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set myself goal for 2022. What do I want to achieve in game? And we'll see at the end of next year if I manage to make this stuff happen. So my first goal is going to be a liquid ISK one. Okay, you see here, I got 51 billion liquid ISK. I want to give myself like an ambitious goal. I want to get to 100 bill liquid ISK. Is it doable? Easily. I mean, piling 50 bill in Eve. If you know what you're doing at this point where I'm at, it's easy. I mean, pretty simple. You'll do. Let's say you're ratting ratting simple, lazy ratting in nullsec in a paladin. You'll get 100 mil an hour, easy. So. Play 10 hour a week, you're getting a bill a week. So it's as simple as that. You'll get if you don't die and you'll have your 50 bill by the end of next year. So that's why I'm going to give myself like the ambitious goal of having 100 bill liquid in my wallet at the end of next year. Aside from that, industrially, Womp can pretty much anchor an Asbel anytime we want. We have the money. We are building one right now. The only reason we are not doing so is that we wouldn't be using it to build capital at this point because it's still not worth it with the current price. So it's hard to give myself industrial goal when like we already have the setup we need, and I personally don't want to log in and just like build shit. I mean, a lot of people do in the corp. So maybe I'll give myself like the goal of building T2s and stuff like that. But personally, I mean, just not the way where I'm at in my mindset is it's just not worth the effort at this point. Compared to the amount of money I'll make ratting, and if somebody else want to build ship, I let him have it. So maybe it's like a little bit lazy. I do enjoy the industrial thing. I just don't. I mean, I do enjoy talking about it, learning about it, analyzing it. I just don't want to spend my time in game doing it because it's not efficient to use of your time at this point. That's the way, basically the way I see industry in game right now. But I mean, some people will disagree, and I'm not saying you can't make money. It's just that the amount of effort to get your ISK compared to get in a ship, get in a riding site, shoot stuff, and get your ISK, it's just there's no comparison. But so I don't give myself personally any goal to build stuff next year. I'd like to want to progress as an industrial corp. I've always had a goal of being a great place to be if you want to do industry, and I am still committed to that because I do enjoy building a nice industrial setup, owning the structure, and having the stuff set up properly to do efficient industry. And we have something going right now. So I do want to improve that. Anchor Nasbel, that would be a thing. I don't think we are at a point where we could anchor Keepstar, but that would be a nice goal, is to have a Womp Keepstar at some point to store our bigger toy, who are now not stored in a Keepstar. So that would be something that we could do. Again, are we going to achieve that in 2020? The biggest drawback for now is number of pilot, because if you put something like that on grid, you're attracting you're a target after that. Because tomorrow, if we wanted, we could pull like a few of the richest member of the corp and have it on grid, easy. I mean, we have the financial resources individually, even though the corp is not that rich. The individual member are pretty rich in WOMP. So we could get to a point where we could anchor one. But the number of pilot is the biggest limiting factor at this point. Is can I put 150 men fleet on grid to defend it if somebody come and shoot it? Yeah, no, not really. Not at that point. We can maybe put, let's say we're pushed into our deepest, and I'm calling every available pilot. I might be able to get a 50-man fleet on grid. So it's at that point it's a number game, and we're not far enough in the number game. So we'll see. My goal is to grow the corporation, and that's what I want to do. I'll try to do that next year, and I'm gonna push a lot for that. What I would like to do also is turn WOMP into a 2 constellation alliance. Right now we got 1 fully owned constellation, and again, this is all a number game. Even if I could get a second constellation now, we don't have the number to maintain it. I mean, that's kind of true. That's kind of not true. We could have 2 constellation and maintain the ADM, but it would become a chore instead of a fun way. You don't want to be overstretched in your null space. It increases your cost. It increase the amount of work that you have to do to maintain and defend it. So you need to have the pilot to actually be able to do that. As we grow in size, we can think. And that's kind of where we were when we were in Pureblind. We're at the point where we were too big for one constellation. But that's where I want to be. I want to grow the alliance to a point where we can seriously think about owning two constellations, which is not something we can do right now. But we are growing week after week. I am talking with another corp that is interested in joining. It's hard to say at that point if it will become a reality. It's always when you're discussing with corp like that, it's always a little bit of a stretch to see. Okay, initially you say, okay, there's a lot of stuff in common, but you can't say, okay, I got those pilots until they actually join you and come in and actually commit to your space. I've joined. I'm starting to be a little more experienced as an alliance leader. I've been in a situation where we joined alliance, we tried stuff, and you join 100-man alliance and you end up with 3 pilots because the rest of the alliance, they don't want to commit, and so it's basically dead weight. So you need to have people that really want to come and play with you. And because be it in your corp, be it as a member corp in your alliance, you want to have people that are working toward the same goal, and that's what you need when you want to grow. So hopefully, I mean, that would be my goal for 2003. So if I summarize that a little bit, get 100 bill liquid ISK, and turn WOMP into a 2 constellation alliance, and with a bonus of having our own Keepstar if we get to that point. If we get to the first 2, then maybe try to get our own Keepstar. But the Keepstar, I think it's more realistic for in 2 years. Anyway, that's all I had for this week. Hopefully you guys enjoy, and see you guys next year. So bye-bye.